What's up, guys? This is the Kid DC Wrestling back at it again with another video. Welcome to my March 1st, 2021 edition of Monday Night Raw. I gotta say, man, this Monday Night Raw was actually it was okay to say the least. Yeah, I'll say it. It was okay to say the least. We're gonna things out the bat. We kicked off with an amazing match, bro. Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. This was a really great match. Before this match happened, Drew, made his first appearance since losing the WWE title at Fastlane. He was talking about his 20-year friendship with Sheamus and just talking about how, he still doesn't understand why Sheamus did what he did. But we do get a match between Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, and I will say this was easily the match of the night. My only problem with this match, and this is like a small little nitpick here, I feel like they should have had this match on the Fastlane pay-per-view. You could even raise the stakes a little bit too. You could have had this be a number one contenders match, have McIntyre and Sheamus go at it, and have McIntyre win it. Because I feel like they could have had a match on Fastlane for this. But, either way, it is what it is. It was still a good match. So that was just a small little nitpick I had with the match. Anyways, we do find out that The Miz will be defending his title, the WWE title against Lashley at the 9:00 p.m. hour. We do get another match. This was pretty much a squash match, to say the least. Nia Jax, defeating Naomi. Obviously, they got to get the momentum that they need heading into their match. Naomi and Shayna Baszler will be defending their women's tag team belts against Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez on this week's episode of NXT. So here we go. We get the WWE title match between Lashley and The Miz, but it's not a title match. The Miz cramps up. Like, he's talking about he has some cramps and stuff. So, they can't do nothing about it. So, Adam Pearce was like, even if I have to drag you to the ring myself, you will be defending your title at the 10:00 hour. So we're having to wait again. So anyways, we get Adam Pearce, Adam Pearce, Shane McMahon, in the ring, and then Strowman comes out, and then we get a Raw tag team title match, impromptu tag team title match between Braun Strowman and Adam Pearce taking on Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. And this matchup, I didn't really care for this matchup, to be honest with you. I feel like what this match was doing, it was planting the seeds more to what's going to happen at Mania. And I think what's going to happen at Mania is I think they're going to do Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman. I've been seeing it for the past, few weeks since Braun, since after the Chamber, and they've been, it looks like they've been planting the seeds, and they're going to soon make the match happen. And, bro, I have no problem with Shane versus Strowman at Mania. Shane has been stealing the show at these Manias, and I think he can do, really well with Strowman. But then again, I don't know what they're going to do with Strowman after WrestleMania, but, we'll just have to see what happens. Now, we get another good match between Elias versus Damian Priest. This was a pretty good match, I got to say the least. Bad Bunny getting the win here, man. Good for Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny should not be losing anytime soon. You guys know me. Not Bad Bunny. Damian Priest. I'm sorry, a little botch tonight. Botcho DC in the house. But not serious. No. Damian Priest does get the win here, like I said. Again, man, shout out to Damian Priest. Like I said, he should not be losing anytime soon. He's going to be something on this main roster. Now, we do get a backstage segment between Kayla Braxton and Randy Orton, and Alexa shows up, and she's just talking about what she said last week. Bring him back, bring the Fiend back. And then the lights go out, and we get a dark, shadowy Randy Orton appearing. And Randy Orton, he's talking about how this doesn't end on your terms. You will come face to face with everything that you have ever done. And, Orton starts coughing while the fake Randy Orton is laughing. And I heard something that was actually the Fiend that was in Orton. So, again, teasing that the Fiend is coming back. And, it looks like they're obviously going to do the Fiend versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. But it looks like with, that quote saying that soon you will come face to face with everything that you have ever done, Orton. It seems like they're going to be doing the Firefly Funhouse match, which they did with Cena. And we all know that the Firefly Funhouse match got positive reviews, and including me, because I loved it. I mean, it was so good that so many people were saying it was better than the Boneyard match. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, we get the WWE title match, Bobby Lashley versus The Miz. Again, this is not a title match. The Miz runs away. Lashley gets pissed off. They're backstage. MVP's pissed off. MVP's saying this is all bullshit. And Shane says, I will, think about considering stripping Miz of the title and then giving it to Lashley. Now, a lot of people were on social media talking about this, talking about how this is BS. Why can't they put the title on Lashley? I think this is what the WWE wanted to do. They wanted to get us ramped up. They wanted to get us you know what I mean? Like, they wanted to get us all hyped up so that when it does, when it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, that happened. So we get Charlotte Flair versus Shayna Baszler. Charlotte Flair talks about how she's going to be the one to challenge, Asuka when she comes back from her injury. But then Shayna comes out. Shayna's like, and then we get a match between Shayna and Charlotte. And this was an okay match, but Charlotte did get the win here. Okay, so I just said Charlotte gets the win here. Now, so you have the women's championships defending their championships on this week's NXT. And they need all the momentum. You get Nia Jax squashing, belittling Naomi, but Shayna loses to Charlotte. Like, come on. Like, WWE Logic, don't you think both... they should have had a tag team match. They should have been squashing a jobber tag team. But no, let's put them in singles matches. Let's have one member win, completely dominate, and then the other one just loses. Like, come on. Anybody doesn't realize that doesn't make any sense? Anyways, we do get a 6-man tag team match. Retribution and Lucha House Party and Matt Riddle. And I didn't really care for this. It was for what it was. Retribution did get... Matt Riddle and the Lucha House Party did get the win here. So, yeah. Also, we get another impromptu matchup with Matt Riddle and Ali. And I gotta say, man, at this point, they were like stalling time, obviously, to get to the main event. So I didn't really care about this match. So, yeah. Despite there was no real reason for the Lumberjacks being out there, especially Retribution. Come on, like, Retribution is supposed to take out the WWE roster, and the WWE roster is supposed to take out Retribution. But despite that, we, as the wrestling world, should be celebrating because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a new WWE champion, Bobby Lashley. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Lashley is the new WWE champion. And guys, I can't be more happy. I just feel like, the wrestling gods, like, this was the night that the wrestling gods awarded us after 17 long years of the payoff. And tonight it was exactly the payoff. Bobby Lashley wins the WWE champion. Thank you, wrestling gods. Thank you. And now you can have Bobby Lashley versus McIntyre for the WWE title. Have Lashley have that long, dominant reign as WWE champion. Thank you for tuning into my Raw review. And subscribe, like, and so, I can't even say so, yeah. But congratulations to Lashley. Thank you, wrestling gods. Thank you.